Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be making overnight caramel French toast. I made this a couple weeks ago for a ladies' brunch at church, and it was delicious and it was a huge hit. So I thought I'd share the recipe with you. All right, well, let's get going. So first what I'm going to do is cube our French bread. And if you can find day-old French bread, that actually would be the best because you want it a little bit, I don't know if you want to say stale, but you don't want it super soft. You don't want it just fresh out of the oven. And this is pretty fresh bread. It still smells really good even. We're going to cube it instead of just slicing it. Most of the recipes that I found when I was searching for this one said to just put it in slices. Well, I decided I wanted to cube it so that each piece was covered with the egg mixture that we're going to put on it, and also the caramel sauce that goes in the bottom of the 9x13 pan. But also, I was serving it with an egg dish that we were going to be cutting into squares, and I didn't want another dish to have squares on it. I wanted it to be served kind of chunky like. So that's why I chose to do it this way. Okay, we've got our French bread all cut up into cubes, and we're going to set that aside now, and we're going to bring in our caramel mixture that we're going to make. And that is just 1 cup of brown sugar. Get that in there. And then 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're going to take it over to the stove and we're going to cook it until the mixture gets thick. And this is what's going to be our caramel sauce. This will be put into the bottom of a 9x13 pan. Okay, we're going to cook this mixture for about 10 minutes on medium heat. And it's going to get nice and thick. And we're going to stir it constantly. Sugar and cream need to be stirred constantly. We don't want them to burn. It's been 10 minutes. Let's get our caramel mixture poured into the pan. Oh, that looks delicious. Okay, we're going to let that sit for a minute. And we're going to now make our egg mixture. So that is 4 eggs, which we've got right here. 1 cup of milk. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And that's kind of the secret ingredient. You can taste it a little bit, but you can't taste it. It's not too strong, like sometimes nutmeg can be. And then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. we've got that all mixed up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start adding our French bread to this. And if the bread doesn't soak up all the egg mixture right now, that's just fine, because we're going to cover it and put it in the refrigerator overnight, and it'll have more time to soak up the egg mixture. We just kind of want to give it a head start by slowly introducing the egg now. Let's go ahead and put it in our caramel here. This looks fantastic. If you had overnight guests staying with you, this would be a perfect recipe. Or maybe a special event in the morning. Maybe it's just Saturday and you want to make French toast for your family. Okay, that's all we're going to do with this today. Let's get it covered. So in the morning, we're going to pull it out of the fridge and heat the oven to 350 and just uncover it and bake for 35 to 40 minutes, or until a knife inserted into it comes out clean, and then our breakfast is ready. Good morning. It's time to take our caramel French toast out of the refrigerator and put it in the oven. And we don't have to do anything to it this morning. We did everything last night in prepping for it. All right, and that just looks fantastic. All of the egg mixture has been soaked up by the bread. Okay, let's go ahead and put it in our 350-degree oven. All right, our timer's gone off. Let's check and see how we're doing here. It looks delicious and it smells really good. We're just going to stick our knife in there and it came out clean. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and take this out. That looks so delicious. What we're going to do is we're just going to then just kind of toss it, I guess is the right way to say it. We're just going to get that delicious brown sugar topping onto the top here. And it truly does taste like the center of a cinnamon roll. Get that all mixed up. All right. Some recipes of this type of casserole say you can just use regular, or just use bread and lay it in there without cubing it. But I really like the option of having it cubed. It just, more of the glaze can get put on the top then. Okay, oh, this just looks delicious. Let's get it on a plate and see what it looks like. Okay, there we go. And I think I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on there as well. Just kind of make it look pretty. There we go. All right, and there is our caramel French toast. I'm not going to taste it because it's really hot and I don't want to burn my tongue. So I'm going to forego tasting it this time, but I know that it is delicious. I hope that you have a chance to make it as well. I've put the description, or in the description box, I've put the recipe so that you can make it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much.